Hello everyone, we've got another day in the life video for you. If you haven't seen our other videos in this series, you might want to check them out. We've been going from youngest to oldest. We are a family of 8 and it's my turn. I'm the mama. I've actually already been up for 2 hours. My day begins at different times depending on the day of the week, anywhere from 4:45 to somewhere around 6:30. We weren't able to get the first 2 hours of my day on video because it's a bit too dark in our cabin. Now the light of the sun is brightening everything up, so we'll be able to go forward from here. As you can probably imagine, as a mama of 6, homeschooling and on a homestead that we're still setting up, my days are quite full. And so I think we may end up having to make this a 2-part video. Just a real quick recap of the past 2 hours. Pretty much I start my day on the edge of my bed, spending a little time praying and stretching, and then I get myself ready for the day, which is pretty basic. I just get dressed, brush teeth, put on my head covering, a few other things just to be ready for the day. The reason I wear the head covering, a lot of people have asked about that. And it's really quite simple. It's just my understanding of what my Creator Yahweh desires of me, and it's based on my understanding of Scripture, not on any kind of burden that my husband puts on me. It's not a man-made tradition. It's not a religious act of any sort, really. It's just plain and simple what I think my Creator wants me to do, so I do it. And wearing a head covering is also very practical for me in this way of life that we're living. I only wash my hair once a week, and my hair is naturally very curly, frizzy mess. You can see by this picture, this was back in my college days working at an orphanage in Ukraine. It was also very humid summertime there in Ukraine, and you can tell my hair was just out of control. And so it just is so nice and easy to throw a head covering on. It saves me a lot of time, a lot of frustration, and it's just, I like that about the head covering as well. It's very practical for me. Also, I wear skirts and usually knit tops, simple knit tops, just because I desire to be feminine and modest. And for me, having been pregnant and or nursing for 16 years, it's just the easiest thing for me, wearing stretchy waist skirts. They can grow or shrink with me, and it makes it really easy. However, I know that there's people like my sweet mom who can be completely feminine and modest in pants. So really, feminine modesty is not something that I think you can put in a box and say, here's what it is. It's individual and personal, and we need to try and just encourage one another in that walk instead of putting judgment and putting regulations on people. So yeah, that's why I wear skirts and stretchy knit tops to help me with going through the pregnancies and nursing little ones. So once I'm ready for the day, most days I am busy in the kitchen right away, making coffee for Kip, making his breakfast, getting his lunch packed, just helping any way that I can to get him off to work. And so he just left. Sometimes I've got little ones at my feet during that time. This morning, Joseph and Naomi, our 2 youngest, were up pretty early, so I was also managing, taking care of them while getting Kip off to work. Now I'm in the middle of making breakfast for all the other children and getting our older children up and out to do their chores. So we'll go back inside and continue this day in the life. I've been working on the breakfast for the children, and I've got my batter made. This is what I call eggy pancakes. It's basically, you can just take any pancake recipe and put a whole bunch of eggs. I put like 10 eggs, and it just makes it easier on me. I don't have to do separate eggs and pancakes. All the protein is in with the pancakes, and we just really enjoy them. We've got a propane cook stove on our patio, and that's what I use in the summertime. Let's go make some pancakes.
Always making pancakes.
It is Tuesday, one of our upload days, so I'm running in here to get the upload going while I'm doing pancakes, hoping not to burn them at the same time. Alright, there we go. Upload's going. This usually takes about 6-7 hours, depending on how long the video is. So our computer is totally tied up until this upload is done. Hopefully it doesn't fail or cancel out. And I decided to let Esther take over the pancakes for a moment, so let's see how she's doing out here. Hey, thank you guys for helping out. Caleb's helping too. All right, no burnt pancakes today, huh?
Yeah, that's the hope.
That's the hope. All right, great helpers. Good morning, J-Bud. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You ready for pancakes? All right. Is that a good pancake, Biddle? We need to get you dressed, huh? Just about time to go make the bed and get the little one dressed and re-diapered for the day. Caleb is definitely my right-hand man when it comes to Biddle, huh? You help a ton. It's great. You are such a blessing to me, Caleb.
You are a blessing to me too.
Mom is gonna go make the bed and get Biddle's dress here.
Let's make this bed real quick. Yeah, that's what you get to wear today. You dropped your pancake, didn't you? Come over here.
There she is.
She's got a new dress on. Yay!
Hi. You look so pretty, Naomi.
All right, should we go down?
There's your pancake. She just picked up her pancake off the bed.
We usually do some sort of drink with breakfast every day. We love Dandy Blend, which I get on Amazon. But then I also do herbal tea mixes, and today we're having what I call root beer float tea. And the main two ingredients are anise hyssop, and then we use, from the garden I have red Reuben basil, but you could also use like a blue spice basil. And then to add some nutrition, I put in like red raspberry leaf and sweet violet. And on this one, I also put in some goldenrod. So there's just all kinds of possibilities, but it gives like a root beer float taste when you also add some milk or cream and a little bit of vanilla. So that's what we're having today with breakfast. Just mix it all in a big stainless steel jug, and then we use a little filter for filtering out the herbs. Everyone's got their own unique cup. All right, nursing the baby, eating a quick breakfast, and doing a little bit of schooling while I've got all the children. Most of the children. Still have a few stragglers coming in for, we do a little bit of schooling during breakfast, and then the children are going to go out and milk the cow after that. Okay, we finally got everyone gathered around the breakfast table. Sometimes it takes a while for people to trickle in from chores. Some people like to finish their chores, all of them, before coming in. But we got everyone, and Biddle is happily playing behind, so we're going to do some calendar time, which is just where we do lots of things related to the calendar. We talk about the feasts and festivals coming up, the Hebrew calendar. We do some spelling of the months of the year. For the younger children, we talk about things like how many days are in the year, how many days in a week, and we talk about the seasons, just all kinds of things during calendar time. And we're going to do our character quality, which I put on a card. Love is our character quality for the month of September. So we do lots of different things through the month on love. We'll look up some scriptures and various things. And we're also going to do our language arts. And if there's time before 9 o'clock, which is cow milking time, we'll also do history. But I think we're going to have to wait on the history and geography till after the cow milking. How did everybody like the topping for the pancakes today?
I loved it.
I loved it.
Is there any left here? This is what we had on our pancakes. It's
still need
autumn
more.
olive season. Yep. So I made just some really easy autumn olive syrup, mixed in some, we got a noisy girl in the background, mixed in some apples and strawberries to help thicken it a little bit. Just simmered it all for about 2 hours, strained it into jars, and put a lid on them and put them in the freezer. And so that's what we had on our pancakes this morning. Something different but tasty. Alright, so we're going to dig into some schooling, and then the kids are going to milk the cow today, I think, right? You guys going to milk the cow all by yourselves?
Yep.
All right.
And my pancakes are all gone. Ooh.
Alright, we finished breakfast and our beginning schooling for the day, our Bible time and character study, calendar time, language arts, and we didn't get to history. We'll do that after the milking. So I'm getting the inside stuff ready for the milk, our filter ready, and some of the washing stuff set up, and then I've got to go out and refill the feed bin. It's empty. So I got to do that for the children, and then they're gonna hopefully take it from there and milk the cow today. This is a new thing that they've just started doing to help me have a little bit more time in the mornings. I love milking the cow, and I've done that for the last 1.5 years, but I'm trying to kind of back out of that a little bit and let the children take over to give myself a little bit more time for other things in the morning. We were milking our cow more like around 7:30 in the morning, and that just became way too stressful. So we've kind of slowly changed her routine a little bit. So now we're milking more around 9:30, and that's been much better. It allows the children to get their other chores done and get in and get breakfast and do a little bit of schooling before we milk. So for milking our cow, we use Peterson organic alfalfa pellets, and we mix it with chafe hay, and I just mix them, I layer them into this big, I don't know what this is, 55-gallon trash barrel that we put a plastic lining in. And these two, the bag and the one thing of chafe hay, usually fill this up to the tippy top, and that will last us about 3 weeks for milking. We milk 5 to 6 days a week. Okay, go ahead, Dashi. Good.
Layering this in, it's a mix.
Yep.
Here.
Never know that for you.
Cool.
There we go.
But I'm going to tell you.
Okay, while the children are out milking the cow, I'm going to work on cleaning up a few toys that got scattered while we were doing our learning time at breakfast. I'm going to put away the clean laundry and start a new batch of laundry and start on dishes. Here's my little temporary laundry setup. It's back in this little nook in the back of our cabin area. It's currently also Kip&I's little closet space. This is the little machine I used. Just got it for, I think it was $160 off Amazon. And we don't currently have a faucet set up. We were going to put a faucet here to get water straight to the machine, but out there we're going to be adding on. So this wall is going to come out. We're going to have a doorway going out to an additional space, and that's where the future laundry room is going to be. So for now I just fill this big canning pot at the kitchen sink, which is only about 10 feet from the little laundry area back there, and I just bucket water for the laundry and just do little loads that way. I'm gonna go see how the children are doing with the milking out here real quick. How you guys doing?
Good. Okay.
Is it going okay, Josh?
Ooh, she was super dirty this morning.
Was
yeah,
she?
it took more than half of the food just to get her, so Gab had to refill.
That's alright. Well, thanks so much for doing the milking, guys. Getting stuff done on inside. Huge help. Got my little buddy videoing. Here we go. Dumping it in. So each load is pretty small. It takes about 1.5 of these pots full for the wash, and then another 1.5 or so for the rinse. Oh no, the upload just failed, guys. This happens about, oh, I don't know, 10% of the time, maybe more. I don't know why it fails, but it's just, I guess, our rural internet. So I've got to restart this, and hopefully it'll finish in time to post today. We'll see. Wow, look at all that milk, guys. Hooray. Straining all the milk. Alright, the laundry is going. Esther Pie is helping me again with straining the milk. This is normally my job, and she wants to learn how to take it over. Thank you, Esther Pie.
Mama's starting on the dishes, putting dishes away.
Okay, it failed again. So I'm going to try one more time on this upload, and hopefully it'll work the third time. I just talked to Kip on the phone, and he kind of walked me through changing some settings on our computer so that hopefully this upload will not fail again. There's some kind of metering connection on-off thing that had to be switched so that Hopefully there's no interference now, and this upload will complete. Alright, the wash is done, so I'm draining it, and then I'm going to put in the rinse water and rinse this load. And then this machine has a little spinner, so I'll be able to spin the water out of the clothes and then hang them outside to dry. Getting a quick snack for my J-Bud, a banana, and he wants some berry honey. The children love, as a little snack and treat, they like, and it's kind of actually like vitamins for them. We get this organic berry powder from the Synergy company and mix in a little bit of raw honey. One way that the littles can get some extra nutrition, because they can't swallow the bigger vitamins yet. So
Yeah, me. I can.
you can't. You can swallow the little teeny vitamins, but not the bigger ones, huh?
Let's get big.
Alright, the laundry's finishing up. The older children are upstairs watching a little bit for me, and Esther's helping to fold the laundry, and then they're going to just take a little break before we get back to homeschooling. So I'm going to do my best to get these dishes done. Okay, everything is pre-rinsed. I like to pre-rinse everything. That way I can just put it all through the same wash water and save on water. I do dishes once a day, so it's a lot of dishes. I know it looks like a lot, but it's just for one day's worth, and that way I save water to just do it all in one big shot. I do, whenever I have hot running water, I try and wash separately some of the pots and pans and things, but for the most part it's big load of dishes once a day to save on water. And it's super cool when I have hot running water. Right now we've got sunshine outside and our tanks are full from the rain, and so that means I've got both cold and hot running water here at the kitchen sink, all gravity fed. I don't always have that. When our tanks get too low or when it's cloudy out, I'll have to fill up buckets of water and either heat them on our cook stove in the winter time or go outside and heat up the water out on our propane stove. So today's an easy dish day, hot and cold running water, and so now I'm going to wash everything. And what are you doing, Esther Pie? Yeah, she's helping me with the laundry while I'm doing dishes. I'm training her how to use this little machine. So right now she's pulling out the washed laundry and putting it into this little spinner here. You got to kind of pack it down in there tight so that things don't fly up and throw the whole thing off. Thank you for helping once again. Did you have a good little treat, Biddle? This is the only downside about this berry honey treat. It's quite messy. Look, she's got it all over. Did you like that? Is that good? Should we clean you up?
I'm not an electric type.
She doesn't like being cleaned up. You don't like being cleaned up, do you? That's better. Yay! Dishes are done, guys. This is always one of my favorite parts of the day, to have the dishes done.